You can't just expect clients to treat your account managers as trusted advisors because trust has to be earned, which means you as the agency owner need to create a culture where clients trust your account managers right from the off. You also need to create the right conditions for that relationship to thrive, which means having the right internal processes in place to support your account managers with account growth. I'm Jenny Plant, the creator of the Account Accelerator, a 12-month training and coaching program designed to build an entrepreneurial mindset in your account management team. I created this mini podcast series to show you how you can develop that mindset in your account managers so they can help increase the lifetime value of clients and generate more referrals so you can maintain a healthy sales pipeline and stop being so hands-on. In this session, I'll share what you can do as an agency owner to create a culture where your account managers are seen as trusted advisors rather than order takers by clients. The first thing you need to know is that when clients treat account managers like order takers, it isn't because they're awful people who have no respect for your account manager's expertise. They're actually responding to how you treat your account managers. In other words, if they sense your account manager is uncertain about their role, if they're not taking the lead in meetings or appear to need permission or approval from someone more senior, including yourself, to make decisions or perhaps move ideas forward, clients will assume they are just a project manager or an admin person or someone that's not really invested in the growth of their business. This may make it even more difficult for your account managers to demonstrate that they do have authority and expertise and feel like they almost have to prove themselves to the client, which means they may end up coming across even more nervous and unsure of themselves in client meetings as a result, and far from that trusted advisor you want them to be. An example that comes to mind is Lucy Emsley from Grace Communications. Prior to taking part in my Account Accelerator, she said she felt like she was kind of tiptoeing around clients and that she was almost secondary to the senior management team. Having worked on developing her entrepreneurial skills, she was then able to position herself straight away as someone more senior, more trusted. Something she was really proud of was that a client who had previously gone over ahead to someone more senior had started emailing her and asking for her advice. That in itself gave her so much confidence. Listen to Lucy explaining the impact of the training in her own words.
The biggest result for me is always confidence and just equipping me with those skills that allow me to go into things confidently, knowing what to ask for, knowing what to do, and kind of prompting those ideas that I can adapt to my own accounts and what's actually relevant. I was able to position myself straight away as someone senior and someone trusted. This client now, she emails me. I'm the lead. It's me who she talks to. I'm the one with the information. And I think this course came at a perfect time for me to position myself that way rather than sort of being a bit nervous and a bit tiptoey. I just had the confidence to kind of go in and go, right, this is the account, this is what we're doing. What's your expectations? Let's go.
Now, this isn't to say that you give your account managers carte blanche to do what they like. And as the example I shared shows, this has to be underpinned with practical skill development. But if your account managers are demonstrating uncertainty in their dealings with clients, it's almost certainly because they feel uncertain about their role, their responsibilities in key areas, such as, for example, the account management and account growth process. Maybe it's the client journey and experience from onboarding to delivery, or even the client retention strategy. And if you want them to demonstrate authority and expertise to clients, they do need some autonomy, but they can't demonstrate autonomy if they are not clear on what is expected of them. And there's inconsistency around delivery. For example, they're not sure which bits of these processes they are responsible for, or there seems to be a different set of rules for different clients and different accounts. And if you want them to be able to lead client meetings skillfully so that they can spot and follow up commercial opportunities effectively, they also need the practical skills to do that. It's also about teaching your account managers practical skills like how to share client stories rather than case studies, and to do this naturally as part of their conversations with clients on a day-to-day basis. Now, one client example that comes to mind here is Kayla Lavassa, a US-based account manager working mainly with clients in the education sector. sector. As Kayla started to relax in meetings and take that role of trusted advisor, she was able to use client stories to upsell additional services. For example, when one client shared a challenge they were having, not only was Kayla able to spot the commercial opportunity, she was also able to share a powerful client story about a solution her agency had offered to a client with a similar challenge, along with the results, which led to a £200,000 contract. Here's what she had to say about it.
We've won at least one contract that I can recall, almost a $200,000 video shoot from a client that was asking for something. And I said, hey, I've seen this problem a lot before. Here's the real issue. Here's what's really going on. Can we help you solve this? Can we talk about, some potential solves? And what I liked about that conversation was it wasn't a sales conversation. And that kind of puts you in that trusted advisor space where I'm not always trying to sell you something, but it ended up being hey, we don't have the capacity to do this internally. Can you just put a proposal together for me? And it could be another $500,000 for this client that already spends about that with us now.
But you can't just teach the practical skills, for example, asking better questions, without the systems and processes in place to ensure your account managers can deliver them. Well, you can, but if you don't have the right internal processes in place to support account managers with account growth, it will be harder. Now, having effective best practice service principles that are followed consistently by all account managers has a key role to play in building authority and trust with clients, as can having a repeatable client development process. They also need to know how to create client growth plans and ideally have a template they can use for this purpose and know how to use KPIs to track and increase client success. If your account managers are not acting as trusted advisors, it may be a sign that they're not clear on some or all of these key things, which is really what I mean when I say if your clients are not treating your account managers as trusted advisors, they are responding to how you treat them. If you're not giving them the skills, the resources, the support they need, then they can't act as trusted advisors. Another way to support your account managers to become trusted experts rather than order takers is to encourage and support them to build their personal brand online. For example, sharing relevant content on LinkedIn or just engaging with content from clients and other stakeholders. This not only helps them stay visible and keep them up to date with what's going on at the client company, but it also leads to speaking opportunities potentially and other profile raising opportunities, which could ultimately benefit your agency. Now, some agency owners worry about this. They're nervous about letting their account managers loose on LinkedIn in case they end up posting something they shouldn't. For example, anything commercially sensitive or inappropriate content that brings the agency into disrepute. But as with anything, it all comes down to communicating clear expectations and boundaries, for example, via your social media policy, and investing the time in upskilling your account managers to use LinkedIn strategically is not just great for building authority, it can also be a great way to build relationships and potentially generate leads and maintain your pipeline. Remember also that your account managers need to build authority internally too. So if you want your account managers to be confident enough to present ideas to colleagues, they may need support with this too. Now, if you're like many of the agency owners I work with, you'll already appreciate the need for your account managers to have these skills. And you may actually be nodding along with some of the things I'm saying, but also wondering how you're going to find the time to implement all of it. If this is resonating with you, then do check out my Account Accelerator program. I'll add a link in the show notes. It's a 12-month training and coaching program that's specifically designed to build an entrepreneurial mindset in your account management team and covers all of the areas I cover in this special podcast series and more. If you'd like to have a conversation about how I can help your account managers develop a more entrepreneurial mindset, then email me. It's jenny@accountmanagementskills.com to find out more. Once you're confident you have the systems and processes in place to support your account managers with delivery, then you can start work on the practical skills. So in the next session, we'll look at another common challenge, getting your account managers to run effective client meetings.